Today on the Morning Edition, a twist in a high-profile downtown murder case as a man once facing 19 counts now pleads guilty to manslaughter. We'll share the new details, including what prosecutors agreed to drop. Plus, residents of South Central are being told to brace for higher energy costs this winter and potential rolling blackouts. We'll tell you what's being said. And later, it's a tradition that dates back over 100 years. Butter cows. Each year seems a mystery until they're unveiled in what's apparently a very closely guarded secret. We'll check out this year's butter sculptures and theme as the Morning Edition starts now. And if I had to guess, I would say probably America 250 when I saw the Statue of Liberty and the flag there.
Is that the one where they're in a big refrigerated room and they're working carving out the butter? Yeah, that's always interesting to watch.
But yeah.
Well, we got some sunshine in the forecast. This rest of this week shaping up to be very beautiful across a good portion of the state. We got 48 degrees in Anchorage, 42 in Fairbanks, 51 degrees in Palmer, where we are holding on to a bit more cloud coverage. It will take some time for Palmer. Give it about 2 to 4 hours, and you will see that sunshine return. Palmer, one of the very few areas across South Central where we're holding on to some of that cloud coverage. And then out towards southeast, we still got some rain showers sticking around. You can see most locations, though, holding on to some clear skies across South Central. There's the cloudier skies you can see for Palmer, 39 degrees in Golcana, 41 in Cordova, where we're holding on to some fog this morning. So not a bad start to the day, and we are going to see temperatures continuing to warm as we head through the rest of this week. We're going to be chasing 70 degrees each day, if not the low to mid 70s, as we head through the next couple of afternoons. So beautiful afternoon up under mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies. We stay on the dry side. Will continue to remain dry across the vast majority of the state, outside of areas of the slope and south-facing slopes of the Brooks Range, where we do have that Arctic front dropping south. That's going to lead to some increasing rain showers for parts of the slope region. And then, of course, we got some increasing showers as you head across southeast. But temperatures continuing to warm. Many locations topping out near 70 degrees. We are expected to chase even 80 for the interior as we head through the close of this week. So that is some good news there as we see the return to some summertime warmth. So sunny skies ahead for South Central. We've got that high pressure bringing those warmer conditions, those 70s and 80s across the state. And we're also watching some of that cloudier weather for the slope and southeast. In addition to that, we'll also see the slope region holding on to some localized areas of fog. I'll have more on that in that 7-day forecast for you coming up.
A high-profile downtown murder case from 2 years ago took a major turn in court Tuesday. Caleb Bordakovsky, the man originally charged with killing Diego Joe, has now pleaded guilty to manslaughter. Surveillance footage from that night of the shooting on June 1st, 2024 shows the few moments before and during the shooting near the Pioneer Bar downtown where Joe was found dead. Bordakovsky was arrested in the case and originally indicted on 19 charges, including first and second degree murder and second and third degree assault. Tuesday, the majority of those charges were dropped by the state in exchange for Bordakovsky pleading guilty to manslaughter, second and fourth degree assault.
So to the charge of manslaughter, what is your plea?
Guilty, Your Honor.
And to the charge in count 5 of assault in the second degree, what is your plea?
Guilty, Your Honor.
And to the charge in count 7 of assault in the fourth degree, what is your plea?
Your Honor, guilty.
Mr. Bordakovsky, I find that you do understand your rights after having that conversation with you and that this was a voluntary decision. So I'm going to accept the guilty pleas. We'll find you guilty of those offenses on that basis.
Bordakovsky's defense is seeking a combined sentence of 24 years and 360 days with 5 years suspended. The sentencing hearing is scheduled for December 3rd. Family and friends in Anchorage and San Diego are still grappling with the sudden loss of 26-year-old Bryn Waite, found dead in the water near La Jolla Shores last week. Johnson Kuhn spoke with her sister, who's sharing who Bryn was beyond the headline and the impact she left on everyone around her.
An accomplished athlete and artist, Bryn Waite's family says she touched lives in every community she called home. Authorities in San Diego say Bryn Waite was spotted floating in the water off La Jolla Shores Beach the morning of July 22nd. Lifeguards brought her to shore, where she was pronounced dead shortly after 9:30. Back in Anchorage, Aislinn Waite says she and Bryn were always close, sisters who shared the same friends, the same sports, and a bond she says never broke.
My mom describes us as two sisters who could never be apart. As much as we wanted to rip each other's heads off sometimes, we always just gravitated towards each other.
They played soccer together at Service High School, and Aislinn says that connection is something she will always cherish.
It was amazing. My senior year, I got to play with her when she was a sophomore, and I mean, we went all the way to the state finals together.
Bryn went on to play college soccer in Washington, while Aislinn played college soccer in Oregon. But she says Bryn's life was about more than sports.
She loved animals. Bryn loved to help out with animals. Always had a soft spot in her heart. She liked working with kids. She worked as a camp counselor.
And Aislinn says Bryn had a way of showing up for people, especially her sister.
Yeah, I would say Bryn is my biggest cheerleader in life, and I think she will continue to be.
The family says they plan to hold a celebration of life next month, a chance to honor the compassion Aislinn says Bryn lived by every day.
I think she saw how hard life was, and she saw how hard other people fought through things, and so I think she would tell people how proud she is of them for continuing to push through.
Johnson Kuhn, Alaska's news source.
The San Diego County Medical Examiner says Waite's cause and manner of death are still pending, and with no new details from authorities, the investigation into her death remains open. APD says a woman was killed and 2 juveniles were critically injured in a crash near UAA just after midnight on Tuesday. Officers responded to East Northern Lights and UAA Drive, where they found the woman dead at the scene and the 2 young people in need of emergency care. Anyone who may have seen the collision is urged to call APD dispatch at 311 or leave an anonymous tip with Anchorage Crime Stoppers. Fairbanks police are releasing new details about a deadly crash between a bike and a motorcycle that left a 19-year-old dead. Investigators say they now know the identity of the bicyclist, but are not making that name public and have not explained why. The wreck happened July 19th at 10th Avenue and the Steese Highway. The motorcyclist, Aiden Cowles, died from his injuries. Police are asking anyone who saw the collision or has information to call the Fairbanks Police Department. Meantime, Alaska State Troopers and U.S. Marshals are still trying to track down accused killer James Simpson. The 43-year-old seen here was last seen near Wasilla on May 23rd. He's charged with murder in the death of 40-year-old Richard Provo, who was found dead in the Big Lake area in early 2024. Simpson was originally held on $100,000 bail. On June 15th, he was also charged with escape after court documents say he tampered with or disabled his monitoring equipment. Residents of South Central are being told to brace for higher energy costs and the possibility of rolling blackouts this winter as the state deals with a natural gas shortage. Mayors from Anchorage and Matsu joined forces with the CEO of NSTAR and Matanuska Electric Association. They say getting gas from Cook Inlet is no longer reliable. They called the situation critical and asked the legislature to pass a bill that would pave the way for an LNG pipeline.
We need help to make sure that we have a long-term plan in place so that we can have low-price energy, and that's going to require some work. And it's not something that you can punt down the road. We need to do it today.
But what is the status of the project? Legislators have tried and failed to pass the gas line bill several times. In fact, as our political reporter Will Courtney tells us, they are in a special session right now to address it again.
To understand where we're at with the gas line, we need to look at bills like this one. This is HB 381, and what it does is it provides large property tax exemptions in the hopes that it creates an LNG pipeline. That being said, lawmakers have concerns about this bill. 2 of the biggest concerns, transparency and how far it goes in those tax exemptions. No plans, including HB 381, the bill that I just showed you, have passed. In fact, that bill died at the end of the last special session. So the big question then, what's next? We're in the 3rd special session on this issue, but whether it will lead to results or the same outcome it's faced the last 2 special sessions isn't clear yet. When the session did gavel in on Monday, no plan was pushed forward, and that's something Governor Mike Dunleavy said on social media was on purpose as he works with, quote, all parties. If Dunleavy wants a gas line, he has to move quickly. He is term limited, and there are only several months left in his administration. All at the same time, lawmakers are saying that bills like HB 381 was the best shot that they had in this current regular session and under this current governor. Will Courtney, Alaska's news source.
The North Pole Fire Chief was honored by the state legislature earlier this month for his service to the community after 30 years working in fire service. In a ceremony at the North Pole Fire Department, Chief Chad Heineken accepted the honors. Heineken, who started in fire service as a cadet at 14 years old, says he feels humbled by the award and the department has become part of his family. He says his crew is instrumental in his success.
I have tremendous staff that support the mission we have lined out and support the fire department, and without them, I wouldn't be successful. So it's an award that was presented to me, but it reflects on everybody throughout my career before me, and then obviously the staff I have working for me now.
Heineken won a leadership award in 2025, as well as the Warren B. Cummings Chief Officer of the Year award given by the Alaska Fire Chiefs Association.
Still ahead today on the morning edition, it's medicine for the soul and comes in a million different varieties. The language of expression, music. We'll take a look at a musical theater program here in Anchorage, live at the Performing Arts Center next.
And much quieter conditions this week as we chase some sunshine as well as warmer conditions. I'll have more on that. First at sunrise coming in at 5:45 in Anchorage, 4:43 in Juneau. Your full forecast is next.
Welcome back in. 14 minutes past the hour on this Wednesday morning. Aaron, summer has returned.
And we're going to see those temperatures continuing to warm as we head through the rest of this week. And we're going to continue to stay on the dry side as well. Now, with that said, we do have some rain showers that remain with areas of southeast. And we're also going to watch portions of the interior, a slight chance that we could see some showers later today. And of course, as we head through the rest of this week, many areas of the state set to warm into the 70s and even the 80s. Those 80s look likely as you head into the interior towards week's end. Those temperatures this morning for many locations sitting in the 30s and the 40s. So not a bad start to the morning. Some locations could be a bit on the cooler side, but we do rebound quite nicely with plenty of sunshine as we head throughout the day. You can see our area of high pressure as you head out towards southern parts of the Bering Sea. There's our Arctic front that continues to drop south into the slope region as well as through the interior, which means you're starting off with some sunshine this morning, but clouds will increase throughout the day. So towards the afternoon and into the evening hours, you'll see those mostly sunny skies become mostly cloudy conditions for parts of the region as we see that increasing chance for some rainfall. Now, Fairbanks will stay on the drier side, but the Yukon Flats as well as eastern parts of the interior could see a slight chance for some rain showers out towards Dead Horse. We can see over 1/4 of an inch of rainfall. So best chance for rain continues to remain for the Brooks Range as well as the slope region, but we have an outside chance that portions of the interior could see an isolated shower later today. Outside of that, we stay on the dry side for many areas of the state, and that's going to be the trend as we head through the rest of this week, really the rest of this month. And this month will close out tied as the wettest July on record at 4.49 inches. Our next best chance of rain comes early next week on Monday and Tuesday of August. So as far as again this year, it is the wettest July, or tied for the wettest July on record, which is tied with the record set back in 2001. So very wet July and finally getting a taste of some summertime warmth. So we're holding on to some cloud coverage this morning across parts of South Central. We'll see that sunshine building into the afternoon hours. We'll climb into the 60s and the 70s as we head throughout the remainder of today. And then as we head through the rest of this week, we'll see some parts of the South Central managing to warm into the mid-70s. So our ridge building in across the state, driving in those warmer conditions. That's going to carry us through the close of this week. And then as we head into early next week, we are going to be watching another system that's going to bring a chance for some rain showers across South Central. We stay on the drier side until then, though, with those temperatures remaining slightly above seasonal value. So get outside and enjoy the warmer weather as we finally have a stretch of nice conditions, and this is going to be the second consecutive week of holding on to pleasant summertime warmth. So temperatures topping out near 70 degrees the next couple of days. The valley as well as parts of the Kenai will have the best chance of seeing those temperatures in the mid-70s. And then you can see as we head into next week, bit more cloud coverage. Temperatures do back off just a few degrees, and we do have that chance for some rain showers. But we're going to close out July on the drier note, and I think after all the rain we've seen this month, that is some good news.
Yeah, we deserve it. Thanks, Aaron. 45 years ago, one Anchorage woman started a theater program for kids. This week, some of those original performers are back, this time bringing their own children. The Music Machine is Alaska's oldest continuous musical theater program, and Danny Tompkins is on site now with a look at this year's show. Good morning, Danny.
Hi, Kristen. That's right. Behind me, inside these doors, students have been rehearsing, preparing for this week's curtain. Now, it's been 6 weeks of hard work, and the excitement is high. Students have spent the summer taking over the stage, dancing, singing, choreography, and stage direction. The Music Machine serves kids aged 3 to 18. And listen to that beautiful noise. It serves kids aged 3 to 18, all levels and all backgrounds. Founder Janet Carr-Campbell has been building this program for 45 years and says the impact goes far beyond the stage.
It's fun and exciting.
It's always so nice to meet new people and kind of just see like their backgrounds.
It's the university language, right? Music and dance as well. And I think when kids learn it at a young age and they feel comfortable, that builds their confidence, their self-esteem, gives them a place to connect with other people, and it makes our world a better place.
And this Friday, about 35 former students will return to the stage for a special alumni performance. One student this year will watch his mom perform in that number and perform himself. Generations of performers all planted from the same seed. Now, it's been 45 years of kids learning that performing and connecting can make the world a little better. And those performances are this week, July 30th and 31st at 7:30 p.m. and August 1st at 2 p.m. And Kristen, I don't think I can leave without doing a little Cotton Eye Joe, so here it goes.
Look at her go. Oh my goodness. Okay, girl. That was nice. Perfect. Round of applause from me. Thanks for listening to our podcast. Click subscribe so you can get the latest podcasts from Alaska's news source automatically. And stay up to date with breaking news and in-depth reporting. Available for free 24/7 with the Alaska's news source app.